The Committee on Transportation, Infrastructure, Lands, Border Protection, Veterans Affairs, and Procurement calls this public hearing to order. It is now 2 minutes after 1 on Friday, June 26, 2015. Present with us today is Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz, and to my left, Senator Tina Muña Barnes. The purpose of this public hearing is to receive testimony on Bill number 112-33, introduced by Senator B.J.F. Cruz. It's an act to amend Section 3B and Section 9A of Public Law 21-14 relative to authorizing the Magalahin Guahan to sell lot number B, tract 111, located in the municipality of Tamuning. And hearing on Bill number 118-33, introduced by Senator T.R. Muña Barnes, an act to authorize the sale of a bull cart trail in Barrigada that runs through and ends between properties all owned by the same owner. And Bill number 75-33, introduced by Senator Tina Muña Barnes, an act to add a new Section 4120.4 to Chapter 7, Title 16 of the Guam Code Annotated, relative to firefighters' license plates. Bill number 84-33, introduced by Senator Judy Wampat, an act to transfer the wastewater pumps located at the school grounds of Southern High School and Louis P. Ontalan Middle School to the Guam Waterworks Authority. And Bill number 97-33, introduced by Senators V. Anthony Ed.D. and Frank F. Blas and R.J. Respicio, an act to amend Section 7117 of 16 GCA relative to requiring the issue of salvage title certificates of ownership for vehicles transferred to insurance companies as a result of payment of claims for total loss. Notice of this public hearing was provided to senators, stakeholders, and the local media on June 19th, satisfying the 5-day notice requirement, and on June 24th, 2015, satisfying the 48-hour notice requirement. Thus, to meet the requirements of the open government law were complied with. This public hearing is also being broadcast on local television, so please speak clearly into the microphone. The committee will continue to receive written testimony until 5 p.m. on Friday, July 3rd. Please address testimony to Senator Thomas Sieta, Chairperson, Committee Chairperson. And now we're going to go ahead and we'll start our public hearing, and we will start with the first one is Bill number 112-33, and I'll ask the author to go ahead and briefly explain the bill.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for conducting this hearing and for assisting in the preparation of this piece of legislation. I'm embarrassed to admit that this is a long time coming. This was passed in the 21st Guam legislature, where property along the road was authorized to be transferred to landowners. And in this particular case, the landowner, David and Dolores Tuncup, actually went out, had the appraisals done, and paid money over to the government of Guam. And I want to thank the Department of Public Works and the Department of Land Management for assisting and being forthright about the fact that they've been in possession of this money from the Tuncup family for well over 15 years, if not more. I think maybe closer to 20. And but that they could not transfer it because in 21-14 there was a time period that within which all the transaction was supposed to have been done. The appraisals were done, the money was transferred or paid over to the Department of Land Management or to the Treasurer of Guam. But it was after the time period. And so Land Management and DPW actually came to me and asked if I could assist in introducing legislation to complete the transfer, to authorize them to move forward with finalizing this 20-plus year land sale of a small piece of property. I wanted to make sure, we were talking this morning with DPW about the expansion of EPOW Road, and I was made aware of the fact that there were some 41, but I guess I was corrected today, it was 30 landowners. And I wanted to make sure that the property in question was not going to be necessary for the expansion of the EPOW Road. I've received assurances from DPW and from Department of Land Management that this property was not going to be necessary for the expansion. And so both departments have actually joined in supporting this piece of legislation.
All right, thank you. Signing up to testify on this bill is Director of Land Management, Mr. Michael Borja, please.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Senators. Thank you very much. My name is Mike Borja, the Director of Land Management. The Department of Land Management supports Bill number 112-33, which amends Public Law 2114 that authorized Mr. David and Dolores Tuncap to purchase a Lot B, Track 111, which is adjacent to their existing property in Tamuning. And because of the period of time taken to complete the requirements set down by this public law, the Department of Land Management was unable to finalize the land sale and issue a quitclaim deed. This bill modifies the law to permit the closure of this land sale. The Department of Land Management also coordinated with the Department of Public Works Rights of Way Division to ensure the land purchased by the Tuncaps is not part of the land needed for the expansion of EPOW Road. This lot is not required for the road development. Additionally, the Tuncaps have paid in full the amount identified by the appraisals, and we therefore ask that this bill be favorably reported out of the committee and passed by this legislature. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Do we have any questions? None? Okay. There being no questions, Bill 112-33 is deemed publicly heard. Might as well just stay in your seat there. We're going to go ahead and proceed now to Bill number 118-33, and I'm going to ask Senator Tina Barnes to explain the bill briefly.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, 118-33 COR is an act to authorize the sale of a Bucart Trail in Barrigada that runs through and ends between the properties all owned by the same owner. This bill is simple in nature, Mr. Chair. This Bucart Trail runs between the lots owned by Our Lady of Peace Memorial Plan and ends in these properties that are owned by them. Because the Bucart Trail no longer serves a function, the owner of the lots on both sides would like to purchase the Bucart Trail and consolidate its properties. The Bucart Trail is only 204 square meters. I do note for the record that 2 appraisals have been completed at the expense of Our Lady of Peace Memorial Plan, Inc., and they have been submitted to this committee. The hard copies have been. And I want to note that historically on Guam, Bucart trails were common, but today, with more established roadways and properly recorded easements, they are not as necessary, especially in this situation where the trail is situated between 2 properties owned by the same entity or by the same individual. So I ask that you consider this and that our colleagues support this effort.
Signing up to provide testimony is Michael Borja, Philip Flores, and Tony Johnson.
No, Tony was the last one, I think.
Huh?
Tony was the last one.
Yeah, Tony Johnson.
Mr. Chair, by me, based on legal counsel's.
Yeah, I was just going to go ahead and make a comment for the record.
Okay.
I think she signed for the wrong bill.
Oh, okay.
I meant to go before, so apologize for that.
Oh, you wanted to testify on Bill 112?
The one for the divorced.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, well,
Correct.
we're done with that.
Yep, sorry.
Okay, all right. Start with Mr. Borja.
Again, thank you very much, Senators. The Department of Land Management does not object to the intent of Bill number 118-33, which authorizes the sale of a bull cart trail in the municipality, but does offer to make a change, or offers a change to make a correction in the language of the bill. This bull cart trail, identified as Parcel A on the exhibit to the bill, runs between the three properties, which two of these lots are owned by Our Lady of Peace Memorial Plan, and a third lot is leased by the same company. The bull cart trail, identified as Parcel A, runs completely adjacent to the east side of lot number 5221-1-1-1 new in Barrigada, and on the west side of lot number 5223-1B-2-4 new in Barrigada. These two lots, again, like I said, are owned by Our Lady of Peace Memorial Plan, and who is the intended purchaser of the trail. Furthermore, Parcel A bull cart trail ends between these lots and serves no other purposes beyond these lots. The Department of Land Management also concurs with the bill's authorization to sell the trail at its fair market value based on the average of two appraisals. And because a lot mentioned in the bill, number 5223-1B-2-2 new, is not owned by the intended buyer, it should be removed from the language of the bill, and in my written testimony I did offer the information in which to make the modification to this bill. Thank you for allowing me to submit this testimony.
Mr. Flores.
Thank you, Chairman Ed.D, Vice Speaker Cruz, Senator Muña Barnes, Senator Ed.D, I'm Philip Flores, and I come here today to testify in favor of Bill 11833, an act to authorize the sale of a bull cart trail in Barrigada that runs through and ends between property all owned by the same owner. Our Lady of Peace is stated as the owner referenced in the title of the bill. We recently purchased a lot which we want to consolidate with two adjacent lots we own in Barrigada. After consolidation of the lots, we will seek to expand our offices and operations of Our Lady of Peace. If you don't know where the properties are, they are across the street from the Department of Revenue and Taxation building on Route 16. A 204 square meter bull cart is the property Our Lady of Peace would like to purchase. The property dead ends on our property and is not currently used. Per the requirements law, we engaged two independent land appraisers, Micronesian Appraisal Associates and Chief Appraisals, whose respective appraisals were delivered to Michael Borja, Director of Land Management, and to the office of Bill 11833 sponsor, Senator Muña Barnes. I also have a copy of each with me today. We respectively ask that Bill 118-33 be passed. In closing, we note for clarification, as the Director has just pointed out, that the bill states Our Lady of Peace owns 5223-1B-2-2 new. We do not own that lot. Rather, we have an 80 years leasehold and interest on that lot. We expect that one day we will be buying it. But we do own all the other lots mentioned in the bill. Thank you, and I'm available for any questions.
Thank you very much. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. I just want to state for the record that the committee did receive the two land appraisals. And of course, this would be, and so the average of these two appraisals will be basically the sale price. Also, legal counsel did review the bill and has made some changes, or recommended some changes, and so we have a substitute bill already, and basically where it states the owner, and it basically gives its specifics that it belongs to Our Lady of Peace Memorial Plan. So those are the two requirements that have been met. And if there's no questions on this particular bill, we'll deem Bill 118-33 as having been publicly heard. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Okay. The next bill is actually, I kind of foresee a problem here because we did put in the notice that the next set of bills was going to start at 2 o'clock. So maybe that's why we don't have anyone from Guam Water Works, from Fire Department. No, that's it. We're not scheduled for the next set of bills until 2 o'clock. So we're going to go into recess until 2 p.m. Thank you.